So good to see you. Yay, it's Christmas. We made it. Oh, whew. Well, all right, it's Christmas in like 2 days, but we made it. That's always exciting. Super, super exciting. Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea Lyons. I'm the CEO of All About Presentation, which is a multi-million-dollar event company that does events all over the place. A lot of them virtually right now, of course, because we can't meet in person. So, one of the things that I started this show for is because I know a lot of people have questions about how we did it, how we've been in business for so long, since 2007, and the fact that I've made as many mistakes as I have made dollars. So and I think they kind of go hand in hand. If it's $1 million company, there's like 1 million mistakes that go with that. I'm here to serve as an example that if I can do it, trust me, you can do it, whatever it is. If you have a dream, go after it. Super, super important to do the thing that you have been called to do. I think that there's no greater joy than that. So, welcome to our Christmas episode. So glad to be with you. Couple of things we need to go over first. How are we doing? What's going on? Did you get your tree up? I know I spoke to a lot of people this year who didn't set their tree up because they thought it would be a kind of a bummer for them if they set it up because there's nobody that's going to come visit it or no one that's going to see it. And so one of the things that I have learned, just a little nugget for all of you who are into this kind of thing, is that in order to kind of get yourself out of a funk, you kind of have to yank yourself out of a funk. And so for me, that was one of the things that I did to yank myself out of a funk was put up a tree. We actually put up a couple of trees just because it was needed. Now, there's 2 days left until Christmas. Consider putting your tree up even for the 2 days if you're kind of bummed or you have the blues, okay? It does lift your spirits a bit. Also, it gives a timestamp on the year, which it's been quite a year. And so it's kind of nice to like put a marker in it and say, all right, Christmas, we've made it. For those that celebrate Christmas, it definitely lifted my spirits. It probably will lift yours. Hopefully it doesn't make you sadder. It made me gladder. 2 days is not a lot of time to have it up, but I will say this, a really important note is that in our business, we work in 4-hour increments. And so when we work in 4-hour increments, we're able to do whole room transformations, which really, really, really is incredible. So glad that we have a chance to talk today. Now, normally, the conceit of this show is that we answer questions, but we're not doing that today. Instead, I'm going to share with you a really cool, delicious set of videos / recipes that we did last week for our client, Richmond Region Tourism. And they did a really cool thing. They did a holiday tour and taste. They involved several of their partners, which were venues or properties that provide catering services. So they partnered with the Greater Richmond Convention Center, the Marriott downtown Richmond, and the Hilton that's also downtown Richmond. And they had the chefs there prepare recipes, holiday recipes, goodies, sweets for folks. And so, and they had them share them with a group of folks. So I want to share those videos with you. I have to say a big shout out and thank you, of course, to our client, Richmond Region Tourism, but also to the chefs that prepared these delicious recipes. It's not too late. You can still buy all the ingredients. Oh, wait, I buried the lead here. The recipes are easy. They're delicious and easy, and people will think you are superstar chef for doing them, like superstar pastry chef for doing them. So don't be intimidated when I say they're recipes that are by chefs. These are easy peasy lemon squeezy. You can do these recipes and they don't take a ton of ingredients. So um, take a look at all of this. And I want to say thank you to all of our clients for an incredible year and enjoy the holiday season. All right. See you all next week.
Season's greetings from the Greater Richmond Convention Center. I'm Director of Catering Sales, Richard Mosley, and today we have Chef Andrea Martin here to show us how to make a hollow tasty treat. So what do you have for us today, Andrea?
And today I have a lemon shortbread cookie for you, Richard. So you can do anything with this dough. You can flavor it any type of way. You can do lemon zest, raspberry, icings, candy pieces. You can do anything with it.
So what kind of shape are we going to make with these cookies today?
So we're actually going to do our logo, the Airmark star. So we actually took a regular 5-point star and bent it into the shape of our logo.
It's pretty creative. So let's get started. What's first?
All right, so first we're going to cream the butter and sugar together.
Okay. We have 8 ounces of unsalted butter. And then we have 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. All right, so what's next?
So then you're going to use your paddle attachment. You're going to put it on medium-high speed. Once it's creamed together, you're going to add in your salt and your lemon zest. Now these are going to be your main flavorings for the cookie.
And that's a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a full tablespoon of lemon zest.
And make sure you scrape down your bowl before you start again, just to make sure everything's incorporated. Then you're just going to start the mixer again for about 30 seconds to a minute. You're going to scrape down your bowl again.
Okay.
And then you're going to add your last ingredient to the dough, 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now you're going to add this all at once.
Okay.
And you're going to start your mixer again. Start it on low speed so you don't get a plume of flour to the face. And you're going to mix until the dough just comes together. And there's your dough.
All right, so now that we've got the dough done in here, where do we go next?
So you're actually going to chill your dough.
Okay.
So we're going to take it out of the mixer. And we're going to chill it so that the butter solidifies so that it's easier to roll. So we're just going to reshape your dough. Like I said, it's really malleable, easy to work with. It can take a beating. Add just a little bit more flour to the dough and to your pen. Make sure she's nice and coated. Light pressure. So now we're gonna cut our cookie. You can use whatever shape that you would like to use. We're gonna use the Airmark star. One good tip is to always dip your cutter into a little bit of flour, just to make sure it doesn't stick to your cookies. And also go straight down and straight up. Never twist, because that'll seal the edges and your cookie won't rise and it will be no good. And we're just gonna remove any excess dough. Be careful not to take off any small tips of your cookies, shapes. And then I like to use the last ingredient, the red topping sugar, before I put it on to the sheet pan. So we're gonna take the sugar, and we're just gonna spread it all over your cookie. And once you get enough on there, then you can gently press it into your cookie. So you just want to be gentle moving your cookies around. It is been sitting out for a while, so the dough is a lot more malleable. Transfer it to your prepared cookie sheet, and you're ready to go. Now we are going to chill these before we bake them.
All right, how long do we chill them for?
You're going to chill them for about 10 to 15 minutes.
In the fridge or the freezer?
In the freezer, preferably. In the fridge, if you don't have space.
All right, so after we let these chill, if we take them back out, how long do we let them bake?
You're gonna bake at 300 degrees, which is really, really low temperature. You're gonna bake them for a minimum of 15 minutes to a maximum of 20-25 minutes until they're golden brown.
So kind of based on the thickness?
Yes.
Alrighty. Then after we do that, we take them out. You can tray them up. And then you have your cookies. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, keep your distance, keep it tasty until we can be together again.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Chef Khalid Changoumi from the Hilton Richmond downtown. I'm here today to present to you a holiday cookies. Basically, is walnut-shaped cookies with filled with dulce de leche. And my ingredient is simply 500 grams of flour, 200 grams of soft butter, 150 grams of sugar. I got a salt. We use about half a teaspoon of that. Baking powder and two fresh eggs. And of course the filling, we got a fresh caramel and Nutella if you prefer Nutella than caramel. Okay, so basically you start with the eggs. Crack the eggs. Add your sugar, the entire thing. Whisk the whole thing till you make a small foam in there. Make sure there is no clumps of sugar in there. And then you add your salt. So quarter teaspoon of salt. And half a teaspoon of baking powder. Now after mixing all this, go ahead and add your butter, soft butter. And make sure you mix everything up. It is easy. If you have a mixer, it's easier to do it with the mixer. Make sure you have this consistency, soft consistency. What I do, I take it straight to the refrigerator. Since it has butter, you need to hold a little bit and cool down before I start baking my cookies. Okay, so after I let my dough rest in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes, what I actually did, I took the plain one and I added color to two parts, so I have a variety of different color of cookies. What you do basically after taking it off the refrigerator, you're gonna have this nice soft consistency. Take a little bit of it, make it like a batone, and then start shaping your cookie balls, small, really small balls, to fit your machine right here. So you don't want to have them too big so they won't be overflowing. And we can take some of this color right here. So after doing it for 30 seconds on both sides, pull this out, take your cookie out, make sure you use a fork, and extremely hot. Even if they still a little soft, the air will dry them up and make them really crispy. So you don't need to worry if they still cooked or not. Of course, we want them cooked. here we are, our shaped walnut cookies filled with dulce de leche. And happy holidays, everyone. I hope you enjoy it with your families. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chef Peyton. I'm here at the Richmond Marriott, and today we're going to make everything holiday griddle. So what we have here is all the ingredients: 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of butter, and then I have a mix of the dry ingredients, which is 2 ounces sesame seeds, 2 ounces of pumpkin seeds, 2 ounces of pecans, 2 ounces of cashews, a tablespoon of Aleppo pepper. And then we also have this smoked salt from J.Q. Dickinson. If you can't get smoked salt, you can also use any type of good sea salt. The same with Aleppo pepper. It's a Middle Eastern pepper, so if you look in your ethnic grocery store, you might find it. If you can't find that, you can substitute cayenne or chipotle or anything else you have around the house. The recipe is just a guideline. So, here I have my sugar, butter, and water all cooking. And you want to get this until it's an amber brown color, roughly about 310 degrees on a digital thermometer. This is very important to get the sugar at the right temperature. And also, you have to be very careful not to burn yourself, because if you burn yourself with sugar, it's not fun. So, we're almost there. I'll bring the pot over to the ceiling. Okay, it's like we're at 310, so we're ready to go. So this is another important step. I like to mix all the ingredients, so as soon as I pour it, I can sprinkle the ingredients on top before the griddle gets hard. So grab your griddle in one hand, pour out to the sill pad. At the same time, sprinkle your ingredients right on top. Okay. So once you have a nice even coating, you're gonna let this cool down about half an hour. And once it gets cool, it's become hard like glass. This is the finished product. So this, break it with your hands, or you can have some fun.